Justice. I'm looking for a change and I try but I can't find it. I'm looking for a justice. I'm looking for a peace, but these guns on the streets keep popping, keep popping. Why can't we be finding peace? Why can't we be ending all this beef? Why can't we just get along? Peace is right and war is wrong.
Because basically I was talking to somebody today, and I'm saying, you know, the Clinton bill locked up more black people than anything.
Yeah.
Then this dude was like, you got to go back to the Reagan, right? Because Reagan started the drug war, and Nixon started the drug wars and stuff. So that.
But why do you start the drug war?
He was saying they couldn't have the crime bill if they didn't have the drug war, and then keep going back, and the police. They couldn't have a drug war and all that stuff without the police department getting started. So I'm just like, what's the option, like, to be able to abolish the whole, you know, police system and stuff like that? Or just
So what was his solution? What was his solution?
I don't know. I stopped looking at the
Man, motherfuckers don't, like, you gotta ride what the forecast is for them years, man. Because no president's ever gonna be able to go in there and change what every other president did. They only could do so much and shit. You know what I'm saying? And right here it say Trump never paid his loans and shit like that. Man. I'm like, who gives a fuck, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Really, man, like who don't even try to play the system to a certain degree, right? You know what I mean? If you ain't gotta pay your student loans and shit, dog, you gonna try to escape from that shit.
A lot of people.
A lot of people don't do that shit, man.
They're like, this person, he's not paying taxes, and they're probably so mad because they're paying taxes, you know?
Yeah, man. You need to figure out how you can pay taxes.
He don't get to not pay taxes. So if they see a president that's paying taxes, is doing everything they're supposed to do, it's like, that's how I want to be. You know, but then they got somebody that's not paying taxes, they sit stuck paying taxes, they're like, probably confused or something.
It's like this. Check it out. So it's like say it's one person that's poor and one person that's kind of poor, not really poor, kind of like in the middle. And just say they were both thirsty, right? And then the one person moved away from him and said, "Man, I need to go find this special water." And they actually found the special water to be, you know what I'm saying, delicious, and he can live longer. Can a poor person say like, "Oh, I hate you because you found that water and shit, and I wasn't able to find the water"? Like, if you found a loophole in the system and I wasn't able to find it, does that make you a fucking bad person? And I'm supposed to be the good person because I didn't take the time to figure it out, I wasn't as smart as you? That's kind of like what that shit is, though.
Yeah, and it's like, what do you want? Do you want that person to take you with them or not? Like you feel like do they have to? Like, I don't know.
That shit's crazy, man. It's really the people who are misinformed, or not even the people who are misinformed. It's the people who don't take the time or feel like it's important at that time to go on that journey and find that information. And I believe people would be telling you shit. I think people would be like, "Hey, man, you need to open your own business. Hey, man, you need to do this way early." Like, because that shit happens before you even... Because people usually see stuff in you that you don't even see in yourself. That's another thing. So it's just like when somebody say like, "Oh, you should be, you know what I mean, you should be having your own radio station." You may be like, "Man, you may not even see that." But that other person is seeing that in you. So if that person steps off and be like, "You know what?" Like just say two people was making a radio station, right? And it was like, and they were just doing it for practice whenever they started liking it. They'd be like, "Hey, man, we should have our own radio station." You know what I'm saying? The dude be like, "No, man, I really don't believe in it, whatever like that. I gotta work, I got this job, I gotta feed my kids, whatever." And the other dude leaves, or the other woman leaves, and she struggles hard, and she gets scars and wounds, but she end up getting her own radio station. How is this dude over here can be mad at her? But they be mad, though. They be really upset. Like, "Oh, those are some of my ideas. And, oh, you weren't able to have that if we didn't sit down and, you know, and talk about it and all that old shit." Like, that's what it was. Like that person, that woman's success is based on those kind of... You didn't even want to... You was a coward. You didn't even want to go and fight through the motherfucking jungle and get that shit.
And that be the problem. And the sad thing is, keep blaming other people and keep looking at that other person that already done made it. You're not going to be able to do nothing. Like, you're just be stuck in the same situation. The only way that you'll be able to make it is by moving. Like, you steady waiting on somebody else to come and do that shit for you, or, you know, have whatever type of equality is in your head, when all you have to do is go get it. And for one, there's rivers and shit all around the world. So if If you ain't got no water, just go to the river.
Right.
And
right.
drink. God really gave you everything you need. You just think you need them cell phones and them shoes and all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
So you gonna spend your money on that, and now you're like, oh, whose fault is this, man, that I'm stuck, you know?
Well, just imagine that. Look at what you just said. Just imagine. Okay, just imagine it is. Okay, just imagine December 1st, right? Mm-hmm. So just imagine December 1st to December 31st. What do you think an average person clothes budget would be? All right, so we're looking at things that, because what separates entrepreneurs from the other people is entrepreneurs usually get what they need. People usually get what they want.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if I just spent money on fucking clothes because this is what I want and this shit, I may have a $500 clothing budget, right? Mm-hmm. And then the other person may go to the thrift store and have a $50 clothes budget, mm-hmm. and took his $450 and invested to some shit. And over 6 months, he done created his own business and everything like that. You just got a bunch of fucking clothes in the closet. Mm-hmm. You can't be mad, dog. Y'all both had equal chances, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that motherfucker probably told you and shit what he was trying to do, man. You was probably laughing. I'm like, man, look at you, what you got on, dog. You ain't even like fresh, dog. That money probably going somewhere else, dog. And you just don't know about it. And when you pop up and shit, and you be like, man, where you get that at, or whatever like that, you know, all that type of shit, dog. You don't know. You start getting envious and having resentment and shit. Cause, man, I was around him, man. He wouldn't even put me up on game, dog. He didn't even tell me he was out there doing it. Like,
all that bullshit.
Man, all that bullshit, right? Shit's crazy as fuck, man.
And the thing is, the problem is people got equality fucked up. It's kind of like they think equality right now, they're like, okay, let's look at it. There's poor people, there's rich people. Mm-hmm. The rich people got all the money, so they need to give poor people the money, right? So it's kind of like you're in a like a victim thing where you need somebody else. You feel like that's the only way for somebody else to give you something. You steady asking somebody else to do something when at the end of the day you have to do it. Now people keep going. I mean, years go past over and over, and there is a lot of people that's in the United States that came that didn't have shit, learned the languages, and started their own businesses, and have stuff now. Mm-hmm. There's people that still like I don't know what their real idea that's of equality. Like I don't know any other way but to go out and get it on your own. And only other thing you can really complain about is saying, oh, slavery. You know, you took this from us. So you owe it. So now I'm going to sit here and wait until you give me it. Or I'm going to keep complaining until you give me it. Or whatever the fuck the strategy is to be able to get this stuff. But while you're doing that, there's more and more motherfuckers. You know how many immigrants came down since slavery ended? And came down. Spanish people took, it's like almost like passing black people in percentages by now. And it's like, you have to be able, the only way, yeah. So they want you to think you can get equality and think somebody gonna give you some shit. Only way that you're gonna get that type of equality that they're really wanting is by somebody else. Okay, somebody else give it to you. That means they control you. They're not gonna just give you some shit. They're gonna they're gonna invest into that shit. Figure out a way where they can make it an investment since you want it so fucking bad. They're gonna have to figure out how they can make their money back, okay? Because that's just how the world is. You gotta ask,
like, what do you like? What do you really want? Because it's really equal opportunity, right? The immigrants can't, they're not stopping you from doing nothing no more like that. They're not stopping you from learning. That's just what it is. That was the advantage. You know, all that time, you don't have the ability to learn, dog. We have the ability to learn, so we gonna get ahead. You have the immense ability to learn, dog, right now, dog. So that's the beginning part. Are you learning anything? That's you gotta look at. Fuck all that. Do they need to give? If you start to learn shit, you're gonna figure out that you don't even need this motherfucker over here that you've been trying to get that shit from, dog.
Right.
Once you start learning.
Yes.